Hmm. Hmm. You know what? Let's play as the Halflings. I'm curious as to what that would be like. Or just update the things that I made a decision. Okay. The Halflings are a peaceful and rustic folk, known for their bountiful harvests and the cooking that follows. However, danger lurks around every corner of the old world. Rumours abound that the von Carsteins of Sylvania have risen again, and though they do not wish it, they must fight. Not for the Empire, but for their homes, their family, their very survival. I don't think we're going to have an easy time of it. As I said, the Halflings are kind of a joke faction. They're not fighters. I mean, they're good archers, but... I probably won't do a full campaign as them. We'll see at least what it's like for a little. We've got like a screenshot in the background there of the Halflings fighting Musalon? Where did Musalon come from? Musalon's across the mountains, across the Empire, across the mountains, and on the coastline of Bretonia. The Mootland, quite a fair distance away. Maybe it's a player was playing as Musalon, attacked Mootland. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm going to deal with vampire counts. Hmm. Alright, I doubt our units are immune to psychology. We do have range. As I've had a look at their unit, at their start position already though, we won't have access to things like that big treeman we see in the background there for a while. Which is unfortunate. Also, as I said, we have one province. So, oh boy. And it's not even a big province. It's not a capital. It's a four building village. We're gonna have to build up trade relations first. Trade with the Empire. Trade with Stirland. Averland, possibly. If we can keep on their good side so they don't declare war on us, that would be good. The vampire counts, I don't know. We might have to give them gifts of gold occasionally to keep them on the keep them generally happy enough that they won't try and just take us over. We're dealing with 3 vampire counts factions though, because it's not just Manfred, it's also Tempelhof and Vlad von Carstein. And Isabella von Carstein, who starts in this location as Vlad. Oh joy. Do we get a what's it called? Do we get one of the rune fangs We should, because we're technically an elective state of the Empire. It's kind of why people hate the Mootland, because they have a vote on who the Emperor is. I forget how they managed to get that. We could trade with the dwarves. We're gonna build a Mootland Empire. I can see it now. The Empire is going to become completely Halfling controlled somehow through delicious cooking. And it's just going to end up making me hungry. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of, like, I don't know, chucking pies at the enemy. I don't know. And devouring all the food everywhere. I think Halflings are actually a failed experimental version of the ogres. Or something like that. The old ones created the ogres to be extremely chaos resistant. And in many ways they were nearly the perfect race. Except they didn't finish them, so they don't have the intellect. They ended up becoming slaves to the Great War, which is their voracious god, who demands that the ogres eat as much as they can. Ogres need to. So, and the Halflings kind of are like that. They don't have the god worshipping though. They just like eating, being peaceful. They're like the hobbits from the Lord of the Rings, except more extreme. You can see in the background there, they even live in houses under hills. Round doors. Hey, there we go. Okay, let's see what we're working with. The Mootland's actually changed name. It's got Eicheschatten? Apologise if my German is off. Eicheschatten. Okay, I suppose that's the capital of the Mootland. Yeah, see, we build up to a town. We have fields. And then we have the choice of some other things. Oh, we can actually get a treekin from the get-go. It's alright. Paved roads if we wanted it. Oh, we can build tobacco plots, that's right. Tobacco farm and tobacco plantation. That gets us quite a bit of money. 500. Oh yeah. A fair bit of money, 500. Stables if we want pistoliers and hunting hounds. Ferocious animals, trained to rip out their enemies' throats to break any resistance. Our military tree. Training field. We get Halfling militia and free company militia. Rally field for master cooks. The promise of spiced mutton stew and other homely fare pushes the troops to protect their cooks. Though the cooks should not be underestimated, anyone who spends that much time with a cleaver knows how to wield it. And the barracks, which gets us a captain. Empire captain. We also have the Grand Cauldron. The Halfling's diminutive stature masks a ravenous appetite, and as you might expect, highly developed culinary skills. As such, their cauldrons bubble day and night. This actually gives us quite a few benefits. Untainted +4, growth +5, public order +4, wine resource production 24 barrels, and spice resource production 24 sacks. Spices is pretty good. The wine is also pretty good as well. Oh, the Blood Knights, that's right. The Blood Dragon starts in Castle Templehof, so that's not Templehof there now. A different faction. There's the von Carstein, that's where Vlad starts, and Manfred is of course over here in Drakenhof. There's Averheim. They don't like us. They're prejudiced rulers prejudiced against us. What does Marius Leitdorf have against the Halflings? Ugh. We're just gonna have to take the fight to him and... I don't know. Just give him a really good meal and he'll turn around. They approve. Rulers' tolerance to Mootland is 14. Okay. They condemn. They're averse to us. Treaties with the Empire and recent events involving the Empire. Okay, so they actually hate us as well. Of course, the vampire counts are averse to us. Yeah. Apparently Vlad has some tolerance to the Mootland. That's kind of amusing. So did the Blood Dragons. Maybe they're just like, you know, the Halflings, whatever, we don't care. What could they do? What could they do? What could they do? Let's see, what's this do? It's just a catapult. Okay. Grand Cauldron cooks. The feast is coming! Doesn't matter if you're a halfling, an ogre, or something else, the promise of good grub is worth fighting for. Self. Affects allies in range, constant, 50 meters, plus 10 leadership, and immune to psychology. Okay, so that's how we're going to survive against the undead. They have a 5% ward save, and a 15% magic resistance. Halfling militia. Expendable. Our own infantry have expendable on them. We have a 5% ward save across our units, it seems. Halflings hail from the Moot, and though not a warring race, can be plucky foe in times of need, often form militias in defense of their homes. Halfling rangers. They are also expendable. Resourceful, brave, and skilled with a bow, these rangers are often commended by their superiors, who look the other way when the halflings inevitably find themselves in trouble with the quartermasters. Wardens. They're expendable too. Respected and professional warriors, they patrol the Moot, vanquishing evil and keeping the citizens of the land safe. 22 melee attack. 42 melee defense, so we're actually pretty defensive, but our armor is 30. Charge bonus is 10. Got Stalk. Ogres. That'll be. The brutish ogres are a powerful ally to have on the battlefield. That is, until they flee at the first sign of trouble. Their leadership's 52. And they have Deathblow, which is pretty good. We can build Guardhouse and City Watch. Oh, that actually gets us Halfling units. And Dryads. Master Cooks too. But if we build that, then we won't be able to build something else. We've only got 4 slots. What's our garrison? 4 warden units and 6 halfling militia units. How lovely. I can't stop laughing. This is just... Oh. Oh, we can get master cooks for... Oh, they're Grand Cauldron Masters. These are the master cooks. Do they have the same thing? The feast is coming? Yeah, they do. What's the difference? 30, 150. 140, 30. 20, 70, 40. Okay, so 10 higher armor, higher leadership. 39, 44. 30, 40, 38. Okay, so they've got higher melee attack and defense. Weapon strength 48. They're anti-large? Bonus versus large is 24? Okay. Use the master cooks if you want to chop up large monsters. Are they like preparing the trolls to eat? Oh, look at the size of that creature. Oh, it's going to fill up so many pots. You know, you look at like a ghoul or something, don't you just think, I wonder what it tastes like. Oh, that reminds me, one of the factions this mod adds is a troll faction, and it's all based around eating. It's just like, oh yeah, I like eating them humans, they're easy, and so on. Or like elves are very nice because they're really rare and they have interesting tastes. Dwarves are like crustaceans. You have to crack their armor open to get into the inside. Never underestimate the power of good grub. Overgrown Grove. That would get us Halfling Rangers. I would like those. Having some ranged units would be very good. 22 ammunition. Missile damage is 20. Armor piercing is 3. That's not... that's pretty terrible. I was going to say that's not terrible, but... Expendable, Vanguard deployment, and Stalk. Treekin. What's their speed? 33. 36. Oh, they're slightly slower than humans. How fast is a Witch Hunter? Doesn't say. Okay, okay. The Hunting Hounds aren't expendable, but our Halfling Militia are. Well, I'm going to build the Grand Cauldron, and then I'm going to upgrade the fields. Because apparently we have just enough money to do that. Plan from the start.
What does the Emperor bid?
What can we get? Recruit from the elected count state troops. Pistoliers. Okay. Sure, let's get a unit of Pistoliers. Regiments of Renown. What can we get? Warfoot's Band, Lumpenkrooks, Fighting Cocks, Beastmaster Exiles, Halflings from the Darklands. These warriors freed their Halfling captors and escorted them back to the Moot, where they now... What? Halflings from the Darkland. These warriors freed their Halfling captors and escaped them back to the Moot, where they now serve as guardians and are well fed in return. Oh! Feast Master Exiles. Oh, Hailing from the Darklands. Okay, this is a unit of ogres. Not halflings, they're ogres. That's... I was getting confused. These warriors freed their halfling captors. Captives? I think that's like... They had halflings captive, the halflings cooked for them, and they were so impressed they let them go and they followed them back to the Mootland. I think it's the story there. So. And the Kathleen soup tank. Soup. Where are you? I'm at soup.
The provinces?
Got Master Cooks, Wardens, Halfling Militia, Ogres, Halfling Rangers, Pistoliers. How much better are Wardens than Militia? The Militia have spears. Wardens. +5 armor, +2 leadership. Same speed, 28 speed. So slow. +2 melee attack, +2 melee defense. +6 weapon strength, +6 charge bonus. Militia, Halfling Militia have a charge bonus of 4. Oh, we have Samwise Warfoot. The very few capable of wielding magic are trained at outdoors colleges of magic, or on their return they lead their people to war. He's a spellcaster. What does he have? He has Lore of Shadows, I believe. Yeah. Bitter Shades, Withering, the Enfeebling Foe, Melkos, Mystifying Miasma. He's got items. Green leaf battle robes. Dried and treated tobacco from the green leaf plantations are woven into impossible robes showcasing various runes of protection. Altern Null Staff. Gifted halflings who have defended the Moot and all within are presented a magical staff from the creatures of Altern Forest. He's got Butcher. My pies are second to none. My proof, you ask? Well, look at my troops. Not one can even run. Tobacconist. They say my love of halfling's weed would dull my senses, but who can resist a puff of green leaf's finest? Increases the income from all buildings, but it enables attrition on the army. And lowers campaign movement. Increases public order. Hold the line. He doesn't have immortality. Okay, so we'll have to get him up to level 20 so he doesn't die. Halfling Noble. Diplomatic relations +4 with all factions. Income from all buildings +5%. Halflings of the upper echelons of society are friendly and industrious, and just like all halflings, are perceived as weak, but they use this misconception to their advantage. Okay, so we're not actually weak. We just want to appear as such.
Yes, my lord.
I believe our tree is the same as all is for the Empire, so get tithe rebates and then commodity trading. Oh, we have a commandment. What do we want? State troop levy, council of burgomeisters. That will increase growth and income from trade +5%. Tax. Enemy hero action success chance -15% and untainted +1. Public order +4. A public order is actually fine. Why do we have 5% chaos corruption in the Mootland? Whatever. Let's council of burgomeisters. We need to increase trade. Hey, Workbad, do you want to trade?
Approach and make your offer, but I make no promises.
Non-aggression pact? Trade agreement? No.
Absolutely.
My heart is saddened when countrymen such as ourselves cannot make common cause. Yeah, truly.
Yes.
Hey, Telebekland.
Approach as friend.
Well, you're kind of open to it. You actually like us. But we're not next to you, so we can't actually trade with you.
Sigmar's will.
Avaland. Hey, Avaland.
Why talk to you? The Grand Theogenist should declare you traitors and heretics.
Oh, jeez, thanks. Traitors and heretics, we're just halflings. We just want good food.
Approach as friend and make your offer.
Boris Todbringer kind of likes us. I don't really want to get agreements with them, because that would just upset the people who we are against. Oh, we have a military alliance with the Emperor. With the Empire.
Friends of the Empire.
We could become a vassal. Wait, what? Likelihood of success. Oh, we're asking the Empire to become our vassal. I thought it was us asking to become their vassal. How do I... Just a moment. There we go. Okay. Right. Update that. Okay. Well, we don't want to become the vassal of the Empire. Anyone else want to trade with us? Blood Dragons, von Carstein. Maybe just have a look at some. Fine. Okay. Right, now, Empire. Hey, Blood Dragons, do you want to trade?
Who dares disturb my great works? Such insolence! Do you think your pitiful lost god can save you? Utter your message and be quick.
I don't remember these voice lines.
It is an imbecilic thing to bother me. Others who have end up as my puppets.
Okay. Well, I think it's just because he's got the necromancer voice lines, and I rarely ever see them. Hey, Vlad!
Should thine words displease me, I shall eat thine heart.
Yeah, sure.
On thy knees. Then and only then shall I hear thine words.
Non-aggression pact.
Preposterous!
No, prepare your armies, ready your defenses. It will do no good.
Bring death!
Oh, that's another faction added. The Truthsayers of Albion. So Albion actually has a unique faction in it. There's the Trolls faction. They're all the way down here. They're just trolls. Armies of trolls. Oh, great. I hope they survive. I'd like to fight that. I wouldn't, but, you know.
All right.
Stirland.
My countrymen.
Are you sure?
Disagree with that.
Not this day, I'm afraid. Your demands are too much. I just don't want to fight you. Okay, fine. Next turn. See what it brings. This is so dumb. Hey, it's Luther Huss. Just embedded in Karl Franz's army. We have a military alliance with the Empire. That means that if we get into trouble, supposedly they can send an army over to help us. However, being a single province region at the moment, if they send anything to help, it might be too late. We don't have walls in our settlement. Oh! Hello. Foreign trespasser Muncher. That's the troll army. That's right there. Oh god. Oh. Hey boys, what do you think troll tastes like? I think it would kind of taste chewy. And it would be kind of like gum, which never loses its flavour. Because it would keep regenerating. Endless amounts of stew! With enough spices, you can make anything edible. Troll pies. Troll stew. You'll be digesting it for days. An army of trolls was seen marching into the Mootlands at one point of the year. They marched in, and they never came out. We're not sure what happened. Reports were that the Halflings were looking very satisfied with themselves next time a diplomat went to talk to them. Okay, hello, what are you? It's Muncher. There is only one troll in existence that can really be called a leader. That's Throg, the Troll King. Luckily, a mix of mind control and savage punishment can produce trolls that can at least create the illusion of leadership. For the most part, trolls are too stupid to lead, or stupid to do anything other than fight. So, I believe it explains that away by having them mind controlled and, like, commanded through them, through, like, you know, magical psychic control from a distance by Throg. Copious vomit. Regeneration. Oh, it's got river trolls. River trolls are a breed of trolls that live on the bottom of foul lakes and marshes. Their stench is disgusting, even compared to the smell of other trolls. Horrible stench. Almost unbearable smell. Don't get close. It lowers melee attack and defense. They have normal trolls, too. And some other things I can't see.
The nation calls.
Trolls?
Forward to this. Prepare to be ripped to shreds.
Okay, you're a Dorskin voice. Fine.
A timely arrival.
Yeah, fine. Just ignore that. He actually had a Beastman voice before. I don't know why it's changed. Yeah, there. That's a Beastman voice. Oh, he's got Star Crusher. That's a Kolak Sun Eater's weapon. He's a mixture of like a Chaos Troll head and Throg, the Troll King. Fine, whatever. Can we attack that? No. No. We do have ogres. Ogres are essentially a unit of trolls. But they have poor leadership. They have armor piercing though. No, the trolls have regeneration and they just smash our units apart. We can't even build any units. Oh god, we don't have a training center. How am I going to do this? We're gonna... Attacking a city is going to be so ridiculous. It's just going to be us with like hot pot catapults chucking soup at the walls until they collapse. The siege lasted for days. Lasted for years because they kept throwing food at us, so we never ran out. Just end turn again. Kinda wish we had some halfling heroes. I think we've got Empire captains, but they're humans, they're not halflings. They're like a... I don't know, what would a halfling have? Halfling... I don't know, Huntmaster? Hey trolls, what are you doing? Wandering up that way, okay. As long as you're not going to eat us, please go away. Oh, I haven't changed the camera settings. Off. Off. Normal. Fast, fastest. Okay. As nice as it is to see the enemy armies wandering around for the sake of the turn timer and the camera's off, so it just goes through. I mean, it's not like we've got an awful lot to look at. The vast tracts of land of the Mootland. I kind of wish it had a unique look to it. Like fields down there or something. It could be a nice pleasant area, very green. Or maybe not. The Empire's not really like that. The Mootland is. We don't have to worry about pirates when we don't have a port.
What does the Emperor bid?
We're just going to be stockpiling gold this whole time. Do we get any other units? No. Regiments of Renown. We need rank 7. We can get Huntsman General. That's pretty good, actually. Ulrich Holtz. That was added by the expansion recently. By the DLC recently. Volmir Hurate. Halflings. Yeah. Gerhard Hergiger. Auric Strawham. A Regal Heir. Public Order +4. Ludwig Allenstag. Nud Helborg. Oh, we can get generals of the Empire too. Corruption's going to be a problem when the vampire counts start building their buildings which, like, extend corruption into neighboring provinces. Hey, Vlad.
The world will drown in blood.
Not if I have anything to say with it. The world will drown in soup.
Surely an agreement will be reached. But are we not all sons of Sigmar?
Non-aggression pact, please.
On it!
Hey! Yes, for the good of all the provinces, we will do this. Actually, that's just probably going to make Avaland really annoyed with us. Well... it's actually improving.
You are a problem. I solve problems by killing them.
Oh, okay. Marius Leekdorfer's mad in the lore, so appropriately, or as a compromise, the mod author has given him the voice of Luther Harkin, the mad Vampire Coast Lord.
Deliver your missive and then get from my presence.
At least for some of those lines.
Do not waste my time with petty talk. Make your offer and be done. My hand hovers close to my blade. Utter your demand before I raise it.
Yeah, those are generic Empire law
Do not waste my time.
lines.
You dare come at me making demands? Call yourself men of the Empire? My hand. Deliver your
You are a problem.
Yeah, okay. So he's got some lines which are Vampire Coast or Luther Arkin. That makes sense.
Sigmar's
Hey, do you want to trade now that we're
My
buddies?
countrymen, you come in peace on this fine Marktag?
Nope.
All right.
Can we just, like, give a gift to
Deliver your
Averland?
missive and then get from my presence.
We'll give you a small gift.
I will.
Even Volkmar would not refuse such a gift. We're just going to grease some palms and try to make sure that people aren't going to try and kill us. Then we're looking at our province and be going, that Mootland would actually be pretty good to control. And it's so simple to defeat as well. We're like, no, please don't. Have I shown you the wonders of our troll pies? An upside of this is if anyone does attack us and lose, they get the stain against their mark for having they get the mark against their name for having lost against halflings. Well, I don't think actually we've got the law of life. I just thought of that. Oh, can we see some of the new laws added by the mods in here? Oh. No, okay.
Yes, my lord.
Well, we've got the Grand Cauldron now, so we can get the Grand Cauldron Hot Pot Catapult and the Grand Cauldron Cooks.
What does the Emperor
Oh
bid?
boy! Such wonders! Hey, Workbad,
Greetings, my
we actually
countrymen.
have some trade resources now. Would you like to trade? Currently have no trade partners. I can't even see, like, my trade resources. My taxes are 63. My background income is 2,500. I'm making most of my income from my background income. My taxes are making 63. Surely there's more halflings here than just 63. What are our livable climates? Temperate island. Unpleasant is frozen savanna, mountains, and desert. And uninhabitable. Okay, it's like just generic empire. Could we do a daring move and attack Grenstadt? Take it from the Averland?
To the provinces?
Nobody would suspect it. Halflings roll up and it's like, you're now part of the Mootland. You what? You heard me. You gotta be joking. Nope. And what am I going to build next? Once we're a level 3 settlement, I can get rid of the fields. As sacrilegious as that sounds, and I can replace it with a recruitment building. I'm gonna have to be swapping around the buildings frequently to just build units. Because I'll be like, okay, I've built enough militia. Now I've got to destroy the militia building and build the one to get some more rangers. And then I have to build the tobacco plantation to be able to get money. That gets us only 500. Plus whatever extra we get from bonuses. What does that mean? Have a look. Where is it? Is that it? Oh, I didn't. Oh, okay. Eichschatten is Luxembourgish or Oak Shadows. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Because it's like it's under the shadow of oaks. That's nice.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, we've got more cooks. Got a Grand Cauldron hotpot catapult. It's missile damage and it's got flaming ammunition.
Lord of the dead.
What?
How many more turns until we get another point of growth? 4. Hey, Webbed.
Greetings on behalf of the
Trade
Empire.
agreement.
Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
I will not obey.
My heart is at it. Come on, we got like spices and so on. Don't you like spices?
Thou shalt treat me with the respect I deserve, or die.
Hey, Vlad.
You fool!
Foolish mortals, why would we treat with cattle?
What? Who dares disturb my great works?
Blood dragons? Non-aggression pact?
Very well.
Good, you accept the inevitable. This is the first step in your nation's doom. Well... Actually, our allies are going to hate us for that. Well, they're not going to hate us. They're going to dislike us for that. -2 for treaties with blood dragons. Vlad's going to dislike us for that as well. That might not have been the best move. The Empire, think about it. Treaties with blood dragons. It's only -1. You know, we've got to do what we can to survive. Ooh, halflings. Yes, halflings. Oh boy. The world will drown in soup. Can't do... I can't do it like an appropriate accent. What would it be? Be like an up north accent or something like that. Maybe?
I am Prince and Emperor.
Hey, let's hope we don't have to call you for help. What heroes can we get actually? Well, I mean, can we actually just get any heroes? We can get witch hunters. Oh, we can't actually get mages? Oh, we might actually get access to them in a capital. If we manage to take an empire capital, we might have access to the mage towers to be able to recruit mages. Choices! Something to look forward to. We're gonna need more soup for that though, to take down the walls. I'm just sitting here trying to get non-aggression pacts with all the people around me, or trade agreements with them, so that they'll stay off my back. All my infantry, all my halfling infantry are expendable. Our hunting dogs aren't expendable. Our master chefs are pretty good for buffs, and they give us immune to psychology and +10 leadership. And we have the, you know, potential for like the mages of the Empire, as well as the Wood Elf units. So that's to look forward to. We can also get ogres, which are pretty good, I would imagine. Only their leadership was better. Actually, we need to keep the Master Chefs next to them, because that will increase their leadership by 10. And give them immune to psychology. So, tactics! We're thinking of them! Okay, hey, we got tithe rebates. Yay, research! Public order +2 and growth +10. We're doing commodity trading, I believe. Mission issued. Vanquish the grave scum. Be at war with the following faction, von Carstein. Too long have we suffered the vampire menace to fester in Sylvania. We must purge the land of the undead and return it to Sigmar's care. Declare war on these abominations. A vampire conflict, 8 turns. For +10 leadership when fighting against vampire counts. We get a treasury of +500 gold. Well, if we did do that, we would only have to defeat the garrison of Schwarzhafen, which is doable. Are all the units based on the actual tabletop version? I believe so. I am not the most knowledgeable of the Halflings army list, such as it was.
Raise Sigmar.
We do have available to us at some point the Lumpenkrups Fighting Cocks, which I do remember was a Dogs of War unit for the Halflings. And we have the Hot Pot Catapult. I believe there is some other units created. I'm not sure. We have Wardens. I can't say off the top of my head what the Halfling army list was. If there was one, and I'm pretty sure there was one at some point, it would have been in a White Dwarf magazine. There was no official book as far as I remember. So, and I haven't read the White Dwarf edition, which it would have been in. If it was made for a campaign, which Games Workshop made at some point. But I'm pretty sure it'd be pretty faithful to what the Halflings would have. I've looked over it previously, and it does seem to me like what the Halfling army list is like. They have access to Treemen, Treekin, Dryads, Ogres, they have Wardens, Rangers, Militia. The Master Cooks I don't remember, but again, they could have them. We have Wizards, Grand Enchanters for our Lords. We also have access to some Empire units. Free Company Militia, Pistoliers, so on.
By the comet.
Yeah. Anyway. Do I want to attack Schwarzhafen?
So,
Not really! I can't get any more Grand Cauldron Cooks or Hotpot Catapults.
the Empire.
I'm just thinking of the ridiculousness of what I'm about to do. Vlad von Carstein, the first von Carstein, appears back from the grave after years of, I don't know, having to have his minions go out and collect his remains to be resurrected eventually, and then he just comes back and is destroyed because of halflings and soup. Ugh. Bow before me, Empire soldiers. I have returned once again. What is this stuff? Sure. Oh, hey, the Empire. Yeah, do you want to join us in attacking von Carsteins? Oh, they're at war with our Blood Dragons, which we have a non-aggression pact with, so we're getting cozy with them. He is a schemer and opportunist, so he'll probably just stab us in the back eventually anyway. He does have +4 tolerance to the Mootland, so I'm a little sad of that. He doesn't completely hate us. Like Averland. Marius Leekdorf, what have we done to you? We will make such charnel pits that your dead will choke the land and then rise on my command. We will make such, I don't know, slaughter pits that...
Attack!
Oh, apparently we're gonna have a really easy time of defeating. I'm gonna play the battle, because I want to see the units. This is completely ridiculous. The rise of the Vlad von Carstein. What's it called? Nipped in the bud by the plucky halflings. Well, they had a spare like 15 minutes between meals, so they decided, you know what, we're gonna go and destroy Vlad because he didn't accept non-aggression pact, and he insulted our pies. We even tried to give him some blood sausage, but he just threw it in our face. Ugh. Doesn't know what he's missing out on. Vlad von Carstein tucking into a nice, nice fry up of blood sausage. Or black pudding, pardon me. The full Sylvanian breakfast. Glass of blood. Black pudding. I don't know. Empire bacon. I don't know what an egg would be. Don't really want to think. What would baked beans be? I don't know. Why am I thinking of this? Well, we have a catapult, and we have the pistoliers. In the last patch, I believe, fixed pistoliers. Previously, they apparently had a problem with their fire rate. That's apparently fixed. I haven't seen it myself. So they should be firing more often now. Personally, I always like the pistoliers, but if they've been made better, then that's good. Last movie cavalry was 2 handguns, therefore pestering the enemy backlines. I've already got zombies and ghouls and bellbats and Fritz Posner. Eat them zombies before they eat us. Okay.
By noon, ready!
By Nuln? I don't think Nuln had anything to do with creating these catapults.
Our weapons are yours!
Okay, brave halflings. Well, wardens are capable of what's it called? Vanguard deployment.
Ready for war!
Master cooks. Okay, we don't really want them to die because they give us leadership bonuses. Oh, they sound like minotaurs? Okay, the ogres sound like minotaurs. Pistoliers! They're probably our best unit. No, the ogres are. I lie.
Yes, sir!
Are they like reskinned pistoliers? No, I believe they're just straight up Empire pistoliers, which makes sense. Pistoliers are like...
Soldiers of the Empire!
I think they're... I want to say they're like... I think they're like noble sons, but they're like going around on adventures. So they would probably sign themselves up for different factions, and sure, some of them would end up in the Moot. So let's have a look at our glorious army. Don't they look lovely? They got roosters on their shields, and that guy's got a pot on his head. All just shaved dwarves. Such an ornery bunch. Having a pot for a helmet is completely normal. I mean, you know, after you've had a battle, you can cook stuff in it as well. It's utility, that is. I mean, the models actually look pretty damn good, considering they're just like kit-bashed, you know, halflings for dwarf and empire bits and pieces. I approve. Well done, modders. Got like, just like breaches as well. They're probably not as rotund as they should be, but yeah, that's fine. There's the master chefs. Oh, they got axes. That's how they're anti-large. If we come up against monsters, we have these guys, which apparently are anti-large. Because they're supposed to have cleavers, I believe, but axes will do fine. I think those are actually imported axes. Yeah. They're just shaved dwarves, I know. I mean, it's appropriate. That's basically what a halfling is. And the faces look pretty damn good for a halfling. The mouths are a bit weird. Dwarves apparently don't have teeth in the base models. Not all of them. Like a staff with a griffin foot in it or something. A sword. That's our grand enchanter. We've got the ogres here. Now, I like how these look. The ogres are reskinned orcs. However, I really like that decision because they remind me so much of the old ogre models. They're not the really fat ogre models, which they were made later on, but to me that is what the ogres used to look like. It's before when I started collecting, but I think it's a pretty good compromise considering. And we've got the rangers over here. Yep, they're rangers, they've got crossbows, they've got lanterns on their backs. We've got the hot pot catapult here, which is just a... yeah, it's a green skin rock lobber, but yeah, what would you expect? I wonder what the projectile looks like. Blade claw catapult? And the pistoliers. Which are just Empire pistoliers. Those are the colours of the Moot. Some green on them and black. Yes. Okay, let's get this farce over and done with. It's actually going to be pretty easy, I think.
Smoke and mirrors! We are Sigmar's heirs!
Yeah, okay, they got Empire voices. What are your spells? Wait. Oh, you don't have any spells? Oh no! No, you don't! Because you haven't got any levels, so you don't have any spells yet. Oh, he's a wizard without any spells. Okay. Well, you can move down there. Okay.
Sigmar calls!
Move this way.
No lingering! Moving now!
Our unit speed is 28. 40 for the master cooks. They're pretty fast. 33 speed for the rangers. 31 for the ogres. 20 for the catapult. Our basic infantry are like 8 points faster than the catapult. Oh, that... okay, that's what the hot pot catapult looks like. At least this one. Friggin' fireball chuck. Wait, that's like a... look at the... it's got basically no, like... arc to it shot at all. It's just a... whoa. Jeez, okay. Don't laugh at the... don't laugh at the, no. Don't laugh at the soup thrower. That thing's nasty. Bam! I mean, this is a regiment of renown soup thrower, so it's no ordinary soup thrower. Shoot those fellbats. Don't want those fellbats fouling up our ranged. Okay, catapult. Stop firing. You'll probably knock some of my guys away. Oh, my ogres! Get over there. Also, having our, what's it called? Put you on skirmish mode. Having our Grand Cauldron cooks nearby means that our units are immune to psychology, because there's food to be had, boys! Okay, shoot those zombies. Come on, shoot him in the backs. Ogres. Fire again. Come on, ogres. Get in there. You know you'll get double rations if you successfully beat back this enemy. Charge!
Slay them!
Bonk.
Pistoliers! Take the ground! Ready!
No, our halflings! Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh good, I thought the vampire was attacking our Grand Enchanter. Our legendary lord is not actually immortal, so we need to keep him alive.
Fire endure! My God, Marauders! We will kill them all!
Bonk, bonk. Stupid undead, not even any good to eat. They taste funny. Actually, an ogre wouldn't be that fussy, would they? They'd probably just eat them anyway.
Knowledge is power! As long as we outnumber them, soldiers of the Empire! Go!
And there goes the vampire countess. I'm victorious! Decisive victory. You lost 83 people. No! They won't be coming back for seconds. Maybe they will. Maybe they're just wounded. They tried to eat the zombies. They got sick. Actually, they probably wouldn't. That would... I'm sitting here thinking, would that be cannibalism? I mean, they're halflings, they're not humans. The zombies are all humans. I don't think they'd eat them anyway. The halflings aren't that obsessed with eating, where they'll eat anything. I think they're more a bit too gourmand for that. The ogres would. Because the ogres have no qualms about eating people. Humans. Empire men. But the halflings, I don't think the halflings I think are more about fine food. Like pies and pasties and I suppose, you know, good curries and the like. Oh, and of course, like, a good smoke after the battle. But... they'd probably eat the... would they eat the fellbats? Maybe. I don't know, the vampire... whatever. Ugh. We had a troll army march through the Moot earlier. They're all about eating. Well, they've got multiple upgrades, and it's just... what's this faction like to eat? Thankfully, they didn't attack us. They decided that halflings are not on the menu at the moment. Or maybe they were preoccupied with something else. Trolls aren't very... well, the zombies didn't kill anyone. Neither did the fellbats. We did pretty good there. The ghouls did. The vampire count actually killed the most. 36. 51 kills on the wardens. That's actually kind of impressive that they managed to fight for as long as they did without the zombies killing anyone. All of our units, all of our halfling units do have a 5% ward save. So they are tougher than they look. And they have like 40 melee defense. So their melee attack is like 20 something. We're not good at attacking, but we're pretty good at defending. But our armor isn't very high. Halfling and heavy armor. I'm thinking of like... I don't know. What's that guy with the, like, onion armor in Dark Souls? Now, should I take Schwarzhafen, or should I just raise it or something? If we take it, there'll be a few turns where Vlad will probably, well, will be around, because he has to have his army defeated. Losing his capital won't remove him from the battlefield, won't remove him from the campaign. Unless he's been defeated. He did run off somewhere. And his army could be a problem, because he's got Blood Knights in it. But it's also mostly Fellbats from what I remember his starting army is. Fellbats, Direwolves, maybe some Skeletons, the Blood Knights. Oh, and Vargeists. That's it. Oh, Vargeists. "85 kills on the catapult. Pretty good. I have to remember their flat trajectory. I don't know whether all of them are going to be like that, or whether that's just the Regiment of Renown unit. What do we get for that? 145 gold. Wow. We got a rank. Oh boy. Well, lads, we have a victory under our belt. We can stack up for 5,330 gold. That's a fair amount of gold. What would we use it on? I mean, we don't have any buildings to build because our settlement's so small. Do I want to occupy it, loot or occupy, or sack it? I don't really want... Raising it gives so little. I'd prefer to sack it, honestly, if I was going to choose out a sack and raise. Even though that would leave Vlad around. We have a lot of public order bonuses, so we could potentially maintain order there. What's this do? Prevents instability. Oh, right. Conquest penalty is 10. Provincial instability is 5. Oh, not to mention also the vampiric corruption. Actually, there's fields there. Sure, let's loot and occupy. The Moot expands. Tomb robbers. Bodies are 2 a penny. The valuables buried with them are worth much, much more. Leadership +4 when fighting against vampire counts. Hero's army. In the name of the Empire. We have taken a settlement. We can choose to place it under the jurisdiction of the Empire or use it ourselves as a base of operation. Oh, we have this mechanic? I believe this is a mechanic for Marcus Wolfhart. Or... okay, for the Empire. Imperial reinforcements. You will receive what men, if any, the Emperor can spare for your mission. Okay, that's why we can get the Pistoliers. Because that's the reinforcements the Empire can afford us. Okay. So we can get, like, other units by gifting settlements to the Empire. Glory to the Empire! You have conquered in the name of the Empire! Glory to you! Glory to the Empire! Diplomatic relations +25 with Empire provinces faction-wide. Leadership +5, all armies. And +600 treasury. Retain control, Liberator. You are the breaker of chains and the people rightfully adore you for it. Public order +4. All provinces, recruitment cost -25. All armies. Imperial Satellite. A place to rest our weary bones, and while the nobles run the settlement, we will defend it. Retain settlement with limited construction options. Oh. So we don't get the full settlement? So we'll probably only be able to build like a garrison there. I kind of think we may as well give it to the Empire. I mean, they can probably make better of use of it than I can. Also, I would like to curry favor with the Empire provinces for trade purposes in the future. And the extra gold is alright. Chance to receive 1 unit, sure. Plus 400 gold. The Emperor, dealing with grave troubles in Reichland, is unable to send you any reinforcements, but has sent you additional funds. Got 1,000 gold. Oh, the Emperor has seen fit to provide you with a unit of the Imperial's finest. Gain 1 Imperial unit. Okay, apparently he couldn't, but then he could.
We march!
What should I get? Route Marcher, Inspiring Presence. Really, stand your ground. We don't get the secondary part of the red tree. We're not that good. 12, 10, 8, 6, 12. Let's get Melkol's Mystify Miasma. I'd like to start on the magic. Can't see what the units we would have gotten though.
What does the
They didn't add them to our army. Okay. We can get another lord. Oh, he doesn't cost anything to recruit, actually. Just 100 and 250 upkeep. Or Holtz. Sure. You're recruited, sir. Get a Huntsman General. I haven't actually seen one of these yet in game. Circle of Protection. Those close to a Huntsman General benefit from his defensive capabilities and cool demeanor under pressure. Experienced Hunter, Survival Expert. Yes. The great challenge of surviving in the Moot. You might starve. Destroy the heart. Yeah, sure. Locked and loaded. Sure and true. Well, that would be nice for our ranged. Our archers are pretty good, actually. We do have rangers. So I think the rangers are supposed to be using bows on the tabletop. From the tabletop, but in this, because of animation limitations, because they're dwarves, they use crossbows, which is fine. River of Ashki. Sorry. Funnel of Flame. Okay. He's a better commander than our guy is. Okay, fine. Give you anything? I might not have needed to recruit you right now, but having another lord in a battle would be useful. Put you in Aisha Shutton. And hey, Stirland.
By Sigmar's will.
Want to trade?
Sigmar's
Avalund.
welcome,
Trade.
my countrymen.
Can't trade with Teleperkland, can't trade with Middenland, can't trade with the Empire. What is this? Well, Vlad hates us. What's Schwarzhofen got in it right now? Basically nothing. If Vlad comes down from somewhere and decides to kick our ass, I don't think we can do much to say no. Well, victory for the Halflings! We prove that we are nothing to be laughed at. Oh. Hey, we encountered Wissenland. I have quite a few mods in my game activated. They tend to be ones which I usually play with. So there's a bunch of extra factions. You can see Grudgebringers there. I have Mixu's Legendary Lords, the mod which allows us to play as the Mootland, and also adds Araby, Amazons, and so on. Is it OVM's Lost Factions? I think it is. Seems so far to be pretty damn good. I believe it's actually a compilation of several different modders work into one mod. It could do with a bit more work, and I believe it is still under construction. It's in beta at the moment. So, as you see it now, the Mootland, I believe, is not actually finished. It's nearly finished. On the Steam page, I believe you can see the amount a faction is considered finished by the mod author. They have a counter of skulls from 1 to 5, I think, based on how finished the mod is. How finished the faction is. I think the Moot is like 3 or 4 skulls. The Halflings, rather. Well, the trolls haven't come back. They just marched through the Moot from over here and up there. And Vlad didn't attack us. That's...
So,
I wonder where he is. Okay.
Huntsman General.
Well, lads, let's go back home.
The Empire.
Can't build any. Yeah, you cannot currently recruit elect account state troops. Yeah, that's that. What did it say about being able to recruit Empire units?
It is time.
I'm not sure what that meant. It kind of said we didn't get anything, and then it said that we did get something. Perhaps it's just bugged. I'm not too sure.
Huntsman General.
Okay.
On the trail.
Yep.
Camp and forage.
You just sit there.
Yes, my lord.
2 more turns until we get another level to upgrade our settlement. Then our settlement will be level 3. Such power, my... I might actually be able to recruit units. If I decide to build a muster field. I said muster field, not mustard field. Pardon. The food jokes kind of write themselves. Vlad, are you upset? Somewhere. You're not attacking us, that's good. Somewhere in the depths of Sylvania, people swear that they, upon getting the information, people say that they heard Vlad say, "They took what?" Fury as it rang out over the treetops. Truthsayers of Albion are at war with the Vanaheimlings. Well, isn't that nice? That's another faction added by the mod.
Approach us, friend, and make your offer.
Oh, hello, Elite Dwarf. What do you want? Non-aggression pact, and you're willing to pay me 300 gold for it. Well, how could I say no? Very well, we have an agreement. In a lucid moment, he actually forgets why he's upset at us and offers us non-aggression pact. I've been trying to get one with him. And he pays me for it. Sure. Oh, hello, there's someone down there? They're suffering attrition. Are they a vampire counts faction? Looks like a Blood Knight. Is that from the Blood Dragon faction at Castle Templehof? That's not Moosalon, is it? Oh, no, you're just a rebel vampire army. Okay. Raid a region belonging to any of the following enemies of Middleland, Leafcutter's tribe, or Hochland. We have been asked by potential allies to sabotage the enemy's war efforts by raiding their supplies. A grim task, but if completed, it will increase our chances of bringing them entirely under our rule. Our rule? Treasure. Treasury plus 650 gold. Diplomatic relations will be plus 5 with Middleland. That's perfectly fine, and I would do that. However, I don't think we have military access agreements with the, about 2, possibly 3 factions I would need to tromp through to get to either Hochland, which is over here, or the Leafcutter's tribe, which is over here. So there's a few problems with that.
More sleep shines.
What are you? Blood dragons. Oh, you are blood dragons. And what are you doing all the way over there? That's Wallach Harkon. I believe that's a legendary lord. Of, I think that's the named leader of the blood dragons, isn't it? Or not? I can't remember. Wait. Legion.
Darkness comes.
Blood Knights. Lovely. Let me see what the garrison's like. Is it any different? No. I would assume they have more of a focus on knights and all that. You'd think. Oh, we have more garrison because our settlement went up a level. Actually, let's see how much. 2 wardens, 3 halfling militia. 4 wardens, 6 halfling militia. Oh, right. The garrison is increased by the Grand Cauldron. 2 ogre units and 2 halfling rangers. Okay. I feel like the fields should give more militia units. Like 1, 2, 3 or something. But the guardhouse and city watch give us dryads, halfling militia, wardens, master cook. Can't recruit ogres. Sacred Grove. But it's level 4, we've only got level 3. Good tobacco plantation. One more turn.
My bloodline calls.
Everheim.
By Sigmar's will, come in peace.
You want to trade? Quite profitable for me.
Disagree with
No, not with more sleep so low in the sky, Darko.
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Trade agreement?
Right.
We should feast to this grand accord. Is it Festag yet? Hey, every day's Festag in the Mootland. Why not? I think we're getting a good amount of money from that. 443. Lovely money. Yes, take our wine and spices. Hey, blood dragons. Would you like wine and spices?
Truly want mortal, my gift or my wrath?
None, really. Can't trade with Zufbar.
And what can the Dawi do for you on this fine day?
Non-aggression pact? Dawi and menfolk will work together again. Well, we're actually halflings, but you know. That is something. I believe the halflings have a general sort of increase in diplomatic relations with dwarf faction. Yeah, diplomatic relations. Plus 10 with high elves, dwarves, empire, and wood elves. Wood elves? Oh, and Bretonia as well. I had hero. I could send out diplomat. Discover the wood elves and become best buds with them. I mean, plus 10's not much, but... Razakarak. But we don't have borders with them. I wait for the non-aggression pact to run out with the Blood Knights and Blood Dragons and take Fort Oberstyre. How are we going for time? Might do another 10 minutes and then call it. Oh, the Empire, what are you doing? Are you sending an army down to Schwarzhafen? Have you gotten military access agreements with Stirland? Or are you just marching through their territory? Because I'm the Emperor, what are you going to do? Stop me? I mean, you have... Is that a full stack? I can't tell. Possibly. I don't know how much the Halflings' empire building capabilities are. How much potential there is to the Halflings' empire building potential. I mean, as we saw, we could claim a settlement, but it's going to be limited. I wonder if that applies for capitals. I would assume so. So if we take any provinces, we might just end up with a, you know, like a minor, or not like a settlement which we can't really develop. Which kind of makes sense. At the same time, it's sort of like, I want to make the Moot, I want to make the Halfling Empire. Anyway. But then my faction is, you know, not interested in empire building. They're interested in 11ths. Second breakfasts. The Withering. Lower armor and leadership. Upgrade. Aisha Shutton. That's your army. Got Luther Huss, Halberdiers, Swordsmen, and Gunners, Crossbows, Archers, and Reichsguard. Fine. Hey, Nolan! Elspeth von Draken.
Speak briefly. I can see your life draining away before my very eyes.
Non-aggression pact? No, thank the gods, I do not have the authority for such a thing. If not you, then who else?
All right.
Raveland!
It is good to see fellow sons of the Empire this day.
Who's got the worst attitude with us out of the Empire factions? Wissenland has 10. That's deteriorating. Aveland has 14 to 31, and it's improving. Hey, Wissenland.
Speak briefly. I can see your life draining away before my very eyes.
Take this small purse of gold. Even Volkmar would not refuse such a gift. Just grease the wheels of diplomacy. I'm just thinking of the Halflings like marching from the Mootland, taking over Altdorf and proclaiming themselves the new emperor. It was always a bit of a weird one, that one. I don't know why he wasn't content to sit in his home all day and eat pies and smoke the best pipe weed available in the Mootland. He went off and declared himself emperor. I don't know. Got away with it too. Until someone woke up and kicked him out of the Imperial Palace. I would like to see whether you can play as the Grudgebringers. I don't think you can. It'd be fun to. Just like, I don't know, relive the campaigns from Shadow of the Horned Rat. And the Blood Dragons are just sitting in our province taking attrition damage. Fine. They got tired and they couldn't move any further. What else could I do? Oh, there he goes. Else warp to fighters. What lord's that? Egrim von Horseman?
By the comet.
Okay. We've got 3 turns until that's finished building.
I am Prince and Emperor. The Empire.
You've recruited a general in Schwarzhafen, Ernst Kemp. Fort Oberstyre is unguarded, but we do have a non-aggression pact with. I wouldn't like to break that. If people decide we're not trustworthy, I think things would go quite bad for us. Yeah, okay. You just get that as a settlement.
Ready.
Anything else? Nope.
Huntsman General.
By the comet.
I'm trading with Workbad, aren't I? See. Yep. Oh, Stirland, not Workbad. Imports, tariffs, wine, exports, spices, and wine. I suppose we've got different types of wine. Land trade. Long-term partnership. +3. Okay. Aberheim!
It is good to see fellow sons
Hey,
of the
you
Empire.
want a
this
trade
day.
agreement? Military access. Military alliance. All of this stuff, will you accept?
Indeed.
You will! Very well, we have an agreement. Aha! We have another military ally. And we have another trade partner too. Worth 441. Oh, such wealth.
Scout leader.
The Empire.
Stirland.
It is good to see fellow sons
I can give
of
you
the
military
Empire
access.
in weak order.
Nah, it's probably best if I don't. If they really want military access, then I would possibly be able to ask for something else in return. Like, oh, you want to go through my territory, do you? Well, military alliance? I mean, sure, there's the potential that I get dragged into wars with them, but I think having their armies as potential like, allies be using. Are you at war with the Golden Order? No, no, a Greenskin faction starts there, I believe. So, Evelyn just went down and took Steingart. Okay.
By Sigmar's will, come in peace.
You're willing to get military access as well, and a non-aggression pact. Everyone's just loving us because of that plus 25 we got from the gold. From taking Schwarzhafen and giving it to the Empire. We're just so lovable. And, I don't know. Bribing everyone with food. Oh, we can see Castle Drakenhof now. Oh, I can see that. Oh, here comes Karl Franz. Welcome! Stay a while, have a meal. Have 10. When the Emperor comes to visit, surely we shouldn't spare any expense. Armies which go through the Mootlands end up having a movement penalty once they leave. Just sitting there in awe of the army size of the Empire. Oh, look at all those soldiers. They've got armor. Once. Got Reichsguard knights. What would Halfling knights even look like? Or Halfling cavalry? It's supposed to be like Halflings mounted on boars or something. Or maybe goats? Mules? Donkeys? I'm trying to think. Halflings, I believe, in the Warhammer universe are like... Warhammer world are like 3 foot. So, I think they're a little shorter than dwarves. But I might be mixing up my settings.
The nation calls.
Has a Vlad gone? No, apparently. Oh! Oh, they control Eschen. Okay. So he's just moved. Yeah. Vlad von Carstein is now here in Eschen. Oh, and Waldenhof has been taken by the Blood Knights, Blood Dragons. Did Carrick Cadrin come down and raise Waldenhof? How's Marienburg going? I can't see who owns it. Oh, Ackendorf. Wait, what? Evelyn? Why are you attacking Ackendorf? Arius, what are you up to? Daisy Kurt von Hellboring II. It is common knowledge that Marius relies on the advice of his warhorse, Daisy Kurt von Hellboring II, as much as any advisors. Yeah. Oh, he's got gambler's armor. That's pretty good. Arius Lichtdorf. Some may call him mad, but he is still one of the best swordsmen of the Empire. Hide Forest, immune to psychology, tactical brilliance. Lichtdorf is an exceptional swordsman, an even better military tactician who leads his armies with considerable flair and skill. So he's actually a pretty good person, pretty good guy. So I believe he has Luther Harkin's random, like, every now and then he's personality changes. Akendorf doesn't have anything special in it. I do have a mod which gives unique armies to the southern realms. So the border princes do have unique units. There's just none in the garrison there at the moment.
Huntsman General.
Got trade with you, I got trade with you. Can't trade with Nuln.
What could you possibly want?
What? We gave you gifts though, why are you still disliking me? Treaties with blood dragons. Fine, I suppose I should break my treaty with the blood dragon. I mean,
Now! Speak now, then go. Or
Turns
my
remaining 4.
zombies will-
You'll survive until 4 turns. Then I'll say no more non-aggression pact. And incur the wrath of the vampires. It was more to protect my behind early on. Then Vlad made the tactical error of moving his army out of Schwarzhofen. Took it out from underneath him like a rug. Well done. Karl Franz, you've moved into Schwarzhofen, and there's vampiric corruption there. Yes, indeed, and now you're taking attrition down. Vlad's going to come back with an army of the undead and retake Schwarzhofen. Then when he's weak, we can kick him to the curb again. We're just like petty, perpetually hungry opportunists. Someone shows weakness, we just turn up to like ruin their day even more. Oh. I know I said 10 minutes, longer than 10 minutes. I will actually call it when we're finished up building this upgrade. Aisha Schatten. Because I don't know. We get our settlement on the way of being constructed, then we'll be able to figure out more what we're going to do next time. We're going to raise the innumerable armies of the Moot. Or are we going to focus on generating lots of money? Such choices. Okay. Oh, sort of Cain claimed. That's great. That's wonderful.
Praise Sigmar.
One more turn. Oh, hello. Malsar von Sinclair. You're not going to have any problem dealing with him, are you?
Praise Sigmar.
You what?
The nation
Halfling Rangers? Why do you have those? How'd you get those? Can you build them from there? Oh, tap room gives Halfling Rangers. Oh, Is that common for the Empire? Averheim, tap room. No. No? Okay. Apparently the tap room just gives them halfling rangers. I mean, that's neat. So if we take it, then they get it. They get the tap room with halfling rangers in it. So the halflings spread amongst the Empire that way, is it? Okay. We'll find there.
By the comet!
Marius Leetdorf's come back from his raging against Ackendorf. Hey, Karag Dromar.
Emperor manlings.
Military access? Don't worry about it. Okay. Entered. I think after this we'll have 2 more turns until the non-aggression pact with the Blood Dragons runs out and I can declare war on them without invoking the wrath of being a untrustworthy, traitorous scum. I can upgrade Aisha Schotten. And I can call it there. It's interesting the Citadel of Dusk is in between all the Bretonnian factions. So many factions, so many people I would like to trade with. Only we had... Uh-oh. Great! Great! Civil war in the Empire. Well, we don't have a military alliance with Stirland. It just says war declared Wissenland and Stirland, so... Yay. Maybe the Emperor will be able to do something about that. I don't really want to get dragged into a war between the Empire factions. But it might be inevitable. If I have agreements with them, they're going to start looking at me like, "You're not with me, you're against me." I mean, we could bend such a thing to our advantage. Depending on who we go at war with, they'll probably be occupied with the greater threat, which means we can move in and squat in their territory. Okay. Commodity trading, we have more additional tradable resources. Grey herds. Over there. Okay. Be at war with the following faction. Crooked Moon. Too long have we suffered these greenskins to live. The time has come to march to war. Crooked Moon's all the way over here, though. They going to attack us? We don't get anything for being at war with them. Okay. Now what do I want? Stables. We can get pistoliers and hunting hounds. Hot Pot Catapult Workshop. Get Hot Pot Catapult. Or we can get a training field, which will eventually get us heroes, Empire Captains, Master Cooks, and Halfling Militia. As well as free company militia, we can't forget those. Or we could get the Overgrown Grove and the Grove, which will allow us to get Halfling Rangers, Treekin, then Witch Hunters, Great Eagle, Dryads, and Wardens, which is actually pretty good. We had a rank 4 building, we can get ogres. Or a tobacco plantation. For 500 income. Is there anything not listed there? Guardhouse and city watch. We could build walls on the Moot. I don't think... Well, we're rank 3 now. So I don't need the fields anymore. Because all the growth isn't going to do anything. Because we can't get any... We can't get any more, you know, upgrades for our settlement. So that will be a free slot. Campaign movement range, that's useless. The income, extra income would be... Oh, it's only plus 8%. It's not worth that much. Training fields only takes 1 turn to build. How long does the other thing take? 2 turns. Treekin are pretty good. And they have siege attacker, so we don't need catapults. They can just break down the gates. Halfling Rangers. Probably our best unit. Aside from, like, Wardens, I suppose. Or the Master Cooks. Oh. Ignore the other allows recruitment of. That's just from other factions. How much do catapults have on upkeep? 185 per turn. Let's build the Overgrown Grove, and then the next turn we can get the muster field or whatever it is, and then we can start recruiting a variety of units. Militia. Ooh, and we have a new research to do. Range silos. Assembly line. Income from iron and gold mine. What's that? Is it edible? Oh yeah. Recruitment duration -1 for steam tanks. Of course. We actually do have a steam tank. And it's a unique one. Get diplomatic relations with the Empire. We're already pretty buddy-buddy with them. I don't think we need that. Purge of the Foul. Yes, the Great Purge by the Halflings against, like, Beastmen. Oh, that counts. Greenskin, Skaven, and Lizardmen. Slimy Lizardmen. War trade. 5, 12, 5, 12. Let's at least get state issued infantry armor. The extra plus 15 points will do well there. However, that will have to wait for next time. We've passed 13 turns. We're on turn 13 now, and things aren't going too badly. I mean, we're not dead. I was expecting us to get sieged by Vlad von Carstein first turn and just wiped out. That's what I tend to do when I play as Vlad. Apparently the AI doesn't think the same. It's amusing if nothing else. I don't know if I'll do a full campaign as the Halflings. I'll probably just play, I don't know, until the novelty wears off. So, I would like to see at least all their different units. But yes, that will do it for Warhammer 2 Total War for tonight. I'd like to thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again next time for more Halflings. For more feasting. And slacking around and not doing anything and just looking as unappealing to attack as possible. Say farewell and thank you for joining me. I'll stop the recording here.